All right, see if anyone pops in today. It's about 5:45 Sunday afternoon. See if we get anyone that wants to hang out. Bobby Brass, hey, welcome, man. How you doing? You could hang out a little bit. We'll see if a few more people show up, and then I'll get started. I'd like to have at least 5 usually, but you never know. I ended up, I woke up this morning, I saw that Toby had gone live, and since I'm not subscribed, I missed the notification, so I had to watch it, and I have I had some thoughts on his analysis. Hey, everybody, don't be shy. Jump in. Or one more person. Hey, Larry, how you doing? Glad to see you, man. How are things north of here? I was telling Bobby that I woke up, I saw that AGK had a stream last night that I didn't see, and so I just got done watching. I thought I'd get on here and give some thoughts, see if anyone wanted to chat about it. I don't know, probably someone had a live last night to discuss it, but you can rehash everything here. Hello, Susie, welcome. Good to see you. Hopefully everyone's seen AGK's analysis on the litigation, on the probate case. That's kind of what I wanted to chat about. And if not, that's okay too. Mosquitoes are bad, Larry? Damn, bummer. Not here, at least not where I've been. But I'm sure I get over closer to the lake, it'd be pretty bad. Just another minute or two, y'all, and see if we can get a couple more people. If there's anything in particular while we're waiting that you want to talk about from Toby's show, shoot, put it up there. Let's see. We'll chat about it. Certainly, the New Mexico folks will think what Toby had to say was accurate, and the Wyoming folks will not. I guess it's pretty much how it goes, right? Clearly, I'm a Wyoming person, as you guys know. So I think I started listening to it, but fell asleep. I'm very interested. Oh, thanks, Susie. Yeah, I just got done watching it just a couple minutes ago. I say I saw 95% of it. The part with the map and the BLM, I kind of skipped the last couple minutes. It didn't seem like anything was coming of it, so I stopped watching. I don't know if that means Toby and Shelly are going to get back on the Fenn train, or maybe just do updates when something happens. I don't know. Even though I've had my issues with Toby, I certainly will watch if they do Fenn stuff, because I got to watch it, especially now when all this is going down. Oh, you missed it, Bobby? It was a 2-hour stream, I think, but it's about an hour and 20 minutes about the chase and what's been going on in the court case and all that, and how Toby thinks it's all evidence that it was not in Yellowstone. And I basically, and this has nothing to do with the way I feel about Toby, I just disagree with almost everything he says all the time. It's crazy. I mean, since the beginning, since the beginning that I got in this chase, I've disagreed with almost every single word Toby has said. And I think it's been shown that almost everything Toby has said about the chase is wrong. And maybe, and I mentioned before, maybe the auction side will save him. All right, well, we'll get started. Looks like it'll be just 4 of us for now. So I guess Toby's position is that the information that has been filed does not show that the chest was in Yellowstone, and that it's the opposite. One of his points is the fact that it's his position, it's against the law to leave property there, and that this park ranger, and he posted her resume. Yeah. So the park ranger, he talked about her resume, how she went to the FBI Academy in 2013. and how she said when she talked about the guy in the graveyard that she was glad that the Department of Justice punished him for messing up Yellowstone, right? So one of his arguments was, well, she didn't arrest Fenn and Jack, so she definitely would have because she has that power. So if it was in Yellowstone, she definitely would have arrested him. Okay, that's nonsense, right? Then another point he had was that she waited a week after the Zoom meeting to go see the spot. First of all, that may or may not be true because there's a big difference between Monday to Monday or Monday to the next Friday than there is if it's Friday to Monday, right? Because the pleading only said the next week she went and checked out the spot. So she may have only waited 2 or 3 days for all we know. But even if she waited a week, so what? Toby's point was, well, this is her precious Yellowstone, and she would have gone right away if the chest was in Yellowstone. She would have gone right away to check on the spot. No, maybe she wasn't around. Maybe she was out of town. Maybe she wasn't concerned due to the area and the fact that the solution hadn't been released. She had no reason to go out there right away, right? For all we know, they showed her pictures of what it looked like. And she was satisfied that they didn't destroy the area. So she just decided to go see it when she was able to. The fact that she waited a few days as support that it was not Yellowstone is ridiculous to me. What was the other thing? Oh man, he had a bunch of stuff. So he's saying, so I guess he's trying to say that it's not in Wyoming because Yellowstone is its own place. That's another issue. He's trying to say that Wyoming is not Wyoming and Yellowstone, that it's only Yellowstone. And that's just simply not true. The statute he read, that's not what it said. In fact, in Yellowstone, I've been there several times. There are signs that say entering Montana in Yellowstone and entering Wyoming. So the states are delineated. So that's another error he made. Yes, I wonder if hey Miriam, welcome. I wonder if she was making sure it wasn't in Yellowstone. No, I mean, I definitely am of the Yellowstone, on the Yellowstone side of it. Look, the biggest problem with Toby's analysis is what he left out. In Carl's pleading, he specifically mentions the SERPA Act, right? The 54 USC 1702, I think it was. That act has to do with system units which are defined, and it's part of the National Park Service, which includes the National Park, National Monument, National Historic Place, those kinds of national places. Doesn't apply to national forest. That does not fall into the SERPA. So that alone tells you it was in Yellowstone. I mean, what, it's going to be in in Rocky Mountain National Park? No, because that's in Colorado. We were told it was Wyoming, right? So it has to be Yellowstone. I mean, man, I don't know. It drives me crazy. And I ranted and raved about this last week on my 4-hour stream or whatever. But Toby, while he can be reasonable at times, he's very stubborn. Most true. It was of course, Bobby. Yes, of course it was Yellowstone. Toby's flat out wrong. His interpretation is just wrong. Doesn't matter that Fenn and Jack didn't get arrested. So what? Was she going to arrest a 90-year-old man on the verge of dying? I mean, it's crazy talk. Yeah, Bob, Uncle's ready to talk so much about that place. Yes, I agree. But it doesn't even, forget about anything Fenn has said at this point. Let's look at what's been filed. There's no other answer other than Yellowstone. I mean, Troy posted these videos last week, and he got, I shredded him in the comment section of the first video, and a couple other people did too. And then by the second video, he shut the comments off. He's trying to say that all this means it was found in the Bighorns by his spot. I mean, it's crazy talk. There's no way you could look at this and think it was outside Yellowstone. It's certainly not the way Toby put it out there. What do you guys think? I mean, I guess only a couple you saw Toby, or one of you saw Toby last night, so it makes it. It's just, man. So the way he talks is so like he knows, right? It's so. I mean, he talks like he created the whole chase and he's telling you all the answers. That's the way he talks about it. Just like, and I brought it up in that last stream, that video he made years ago, why it's not in Yellowstone. I mean, he can't write this stuff. It's crazy. I'm trying to think. He had a couple other points early on, and I can't remember them. I should have written them down, but I did it all just now, and I didn't take the time to write it down. Forrest said he was looking for a way out, and he said he would have the chest retrieved. All right, shy guy. And after writing that same email, he said no, he wouldn't. That he, please, please. The woman has no authority in New Mexico as far as she's the chief ranger of Yellowstone. She's not the chief ranger of wherever you think it was in New Mexico. So yeah, Susie, right? He's Chase Underground. Yeah, he might. Look, that might be like I said, that might be the one thing Toby is right about during this whole chase is the auction website. I guess we'll find out at some point. And he's saying how the government has a right to intervene, and it's just, it drives me crazy. As I said, I didn't want it to be in Yellowstone. I think leaving it there has the potential to damage the place Fenn loves so much. This is the most surprising to me. Yeah, I mean, I guess maybe Fenn underestimated people's craziness, right? I don't know. But, people talk about destroying. What's going to get destroyed? I mean, it's the middle of the woods. People are going to walk me. I guess people could litter. Yeah. But, and then he said, listen to this argument. So he said another big reason was when she's describing the place, she doesn't say that there are geothermal features, and she never says Yellowstone. Well, no shit, because she doesn't want people to go there. That's the whole point of the motion. What a ridiculous argument that was. Well, thank you. Thank you, Shy Guy. Sad that a public official says it was found in Yellowstone with no proof. Well, Josh, she did not say that, right? I mean, look, the people who say no proof, you just got to go away because, again, the only way you're ever going to accept proof if you were led to the spot when it was hidden or retrieved at the time it happened. Because otherwise, you're always going to say there's no proof. So that's nonsense, the no proof thing. I don't listen to that argument. At some point, there's enough evidence that you make a decision one way or the other. I'm finding my own way. You don't think Yellowstone, Larry? Oh, man. I'm sorry to hear. As long as you think Wyoming. They're already putting trail cams and ribbons up on that place. It's forever changed. Oh, well, that'll come down. This will die down. I wouldn't be so doom and gloom about it, Bobby. It's not going to go on forever. Searchers should leave no trace. I agree with that. Yeah, I do agree with that. Davio, are you back on the reasonable train, or are you back on conspiracy train? Where are you at, Davio? You were waffling last week on the stream, so I'm wondering where you ended up. But Forrest gave us reasonable doubt to suggest he did in fact retrieve the chest. I don't think so. Just because he said he was thinking about it, he never said he was going to do it. And the fact that two people used the phrase in situ does not mean anything. I mean, I've heard that phrase a million times in my life. Oh. He said he thought better of it, or whatever the wording was. I don't remember exactly, but when Dale gave him the idea of doing something else instead of retrieving it, he said, yeah, I think you're right. And then he kept telling people wait for searchers. He would have just said it was found then. He wouldn't have waited 4 months or 6 months to say it was found. Come on. What do you think, Davio? I'm curious. Have you accepted Yellowstone, or are you still saying no Yellowstone? And I got $1,000 bet with Toby, who has yet to, he set some terms, and I posted back, and I haven't heard back from him. It's been like 4 days, 3 days. I'm going to take his grand. I'm going to take Dave's grand, and I'm going to take CRM's grand in Thor. Me and Ozzy are on the reasonable train. Oh man, thank you, Davio. Good man, good man. I told you, man. It's a much better place to live. Is on the reasonable side. Much better place to be. It hurts for a little while, but it passes. It passes. Instead of holding out some false hope that maybe someone was, we were right in a different state or something like that. Nah. I mean, I if I'm being honest, I couldn't see anybody disagree with Wyoming from the beginning, right? The first release was enough for me, maybe because I was a Wyoming person, maybe. I'd like to think not, but maybe. But by now, I mean, come on, man, come on. Shy guy, it's only going to come true, and you're still not going to, you're just going to be a fool, you and Granny, and all you other deniers, Dave, crying in your soup because you were wrong and you can't admit it. You made all that stink. I get it. It's hard to go back to your wife and tell her how wrong you were. I get it. I mean, we all have to go tell whoever we're wrong. None of us got the chest. Nowhere else, Wyoming? Oh yeah, definitely Wyoming, Davio, for sure. I meant, are you still on your spot, or did you come to accept Yellowstone as the location? I mean, how else do you explain the SERPA Act, Shy guy? Tell me about that. Just the lawyers, everyone's lying just to trick you, huh? Everyone's lying. Carl's risking his legal license. So's Hanasco. Jack's going to lie under oath. Sarah, the park ranger, is going to give up her 20-year career as a park ranger. I mean, that all makes a lot of sense. I know, but you really believe all that? You believe all those people conspired? Yeah, Susie, for sure. For sure. It's the place. And when it comes out, I mean, Shy Guy would. Here's the thing: for anyone that says there's no proof, this is my perfect example. If that video exists and it gets released and it shows Forrest saying, "Okay, you take Madison Junction and it's at 9 Mile Hole or wherever in Yellowstone, wherever it could be," they're still not going to believe it. They're going to say the video was made so people would. If the searchers decided never to go away, to finally try to get him to leave the family alone. So he made the video, but it's a fake solve. That's what they'll say. That's what they'll say. And it's crazy. That's Shy Guy's problem. People like Shy Guy and Dave and Barbara. Oh man, where's Barbara now? You guys notice she's not making videos, right? She knows. She's out there, but she's not dumb. She gets it. She knows how to read a pleading. Deep down, she knows she was wrong. She's probably trying to come up with some reason, some crazy idea why she's right still. I mean, the pleading says that the chest was gifted to Jack. She's never getting the chest. Shy Guy, you're a fringe guy. You are a fringe person. Okay. You're in your fringe group with all those people I've mentioned. Bill Gorman, another one. Has he seen the pleading that it says Ford's gifted the chest to Jack? He's not going to get the chest. Barb's doctor told her to shut up. Your best hint to Yellowstone? What? Davio, there's a bazillion. I have a guaranteed hint that is not by accident, but no one believes me, and that's okay. I mean, certainly they don't believe Forrest. No one's going to believe me. Shit. You know, what chance do I stand to get someone to believe something I'm saying if they don't believe Forrest? I'll tell you, Davio, 265 gold coins. That's your answer. That is not 100%. That is not a coincidence. 265 gold coins. He said it over and over again. Okay. What it means is the 265th day of the year, September 22nd, which is the last day of summer. When summer ends, as warm waters halt. That is not a coincidence. It's absolutely. That's absolutely why he put 265 coins in there, for sure. Okay, we'll never know because he's passed. I mean, unless he put something like that in the olive jar or something, but that is why. And that's a perfect answer, but no one wants to believe it. One, because it's against where they think it is, or two, because they didn't think of it. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. And that's the day I contend he hit it, September 22nd, which I've said all along. I've said it since I started searching. But in my video, when I started making videos after the find, I put it in my video like 3 or 4 times. He hit it September 22nd because that's when the event was happening in Cody. And even Cynthia a while back said that Forrest told her that he hit it while he was up in Cody for an event. September 22nd, the last day of summer. And you know what else it relates to? I'll tell you. This is almost a certainty as well. Okay. Scrapbook 107. I've said it a million times. I'll say it again because it's come up tonight. That story in Scrapbook 107, yes, it's about some homophone and stuff. That's fine. You can have that take. I don't care. But the story is about hiding the chest. Because what does he say? He says, my license is about to expire. And in New Mexico, your license expires a month after your birthday. His birthday's August 22nd. So a month after his birthday is September 22nd. He said it was the last day to get my license renewed, right? In that Scrapbook 107, which would be September 22nd. Then he talks about, what else did he talk about? He ran out of gas because I've done it tired and now I'm weak. And he talks about the cops showed up because he think he robbed a bank, right? Dealing with the chest. So that was an allegory for hiding the chest. And it relates to the 265 and September 22nd. Davio, that's just one way that it gets me to Yellowstone, my friend. It's a guarantee. There's another way. He said, remember, focus on the big picture. Look at the big picture, he said. If you look at his interviews, in one of his interviews, he said, in the big picture of Yellowstone. He flat out said, in the big picture of Yellowstone. Everyone just glosses over that like it's nothing. The man said it. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, he said it. Yeah, Joe John, there's a bunch of people conspiring against you. Just you. What else for Yellowstone? I mean, there's others. I've done a whole video on exactly why I was in Yellowstone. All my reasons. Those are 2, but the 265 is a guarantee, bud. I don't know what to say. I'd risk a lot on that. But again, we'll never know. But I would have risked a lot on that if we could find out the answer. That is not a coincidence. Okay, well, I mean, I'm saying he said the words. See, this is the thing. And Davio, I'm not getting mad at you. I'm just getting worked up a little bit. The big picture that's in the poem. Okay, that's your interpretation of the poem. But he actually said the big picture of Yellowstone. He said that in an interview. That's what I'm going to listen to, what he said, not what you interpret, what he said. That's what he said. Who? Oh, me. Shy guy, you are irrational, my friend. I'm sorry. You are. I mean, I'm not gonna even get into the twin dead story, whatever. It's crazy. Larry, I was just saying, Davio asked me uh, my number one reason I thought I was in Yellowstone. And I told him that in my eyes, this is a guarantee. And I would bet a lot of money that I'm right. He told us over and over and over again how many coins are in the chest. We all know 265. The 265th day of the year, September 22nd, which is the last day of summer, where his warm waters halt. It's the last day of summer, and he leaves Yellowstone at the end of summer. That's it, man. And he told, and that's the day he hit it, September 22nd. He told Cynthia he was on a trip to Cody for an event when he hit it. The Cody fashion show was during that week, September 22nd. So, I mean, just because it's funny. It's like showing you a solved puzzle and saying, no, it's not solved because it looks too correct. Right? That's what people say about the 265. Oh, it's too simple. It just fits too perfectly. Yeah, because it's right. That's why. That's why. Because it's correct. That's how that's how I feel, because it's how it is. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. Bobby, yeah, that's exactly right, man. I don't, Davio, without a doubt, 100%, absolutely. Yes, it's a connection. What's the word on the shot? Tell me how you really feel. I got you. You're being funny. All right. Bobby, yeah, we all are still stuck here. That's for sure. No doubt about it. I mean, I've been able to pull away quite a bit, certainly from when before the chest was found. But I still, I lurk around. I watch K-Pro. I watch Susie. I fell asleep the other night. I didn't get to watch her. I was too tired. Yeah, September 22nd, a month after his birthday. That's when he had to renew his license. It all correlates to each other. When he left Yellowstone, he went back to his hotel in Cody. That's where he went to get ready for his event at the Buffalo Bill Museum. To come to a halt. There you go. Bring a sandwich, right, Susie? Going to the park. This is the definition of bias. I mean, okay. Davio, my man, what I say makes sense. You can disagree, but it definitely makes sense. It fits. So I don't know what to tell you. You can deny it. It doesn't matter. The bottom line is we've got a park ranger at Yellowstone signing an affidavit that the chest was located where she manages. That's a fact. That is a fact. That happened. But Davio, people have been saying Yellowstone for like last year, since people were finding the Jack's pings, and they found that Xterra inside the park or whatever. So this isn't new. It hasn't been changing. Maybe it changed within Yellowstone a couple times, but that's it. I mean, God, I wish. I've been mellow. I've taken the tack of, yeah, that's possible. Yeah, that's a good thought. But no, I can't do it anymore because I'm fed up too. Just like other people have their limits, I've had my limits. I'm not going to be nice anymore, telling people, well, it could be. No, it can't be. It's in Yellowstone. I mean, that's it. Anyone else have any thoughts on Toby's presentation? I'm curious what other people think that were able to watch it. Looks like not too many watched it though. I mean, I got other, I have other less. Let's see, I have other less compelling reasons why I think it's in the park, but those were the Big ones. Yeah, he talked to a ranger in August of 2020, apparently. I mean, you see, to believe these conspiracies, you'd have to think this ranger lied, right? And now, Davio, I know you don't think the ranger lied. You know, she's the head ranger at Yellowstone. She's not going to lie about that. Susie, because he's been wrong about everything. So I think he's just hoping he was right about this one thing. And he was so adamant. He was so adamant that it wasn't Yellowstone all these years. He never wavered. And he's still hanging on, just like shy guys hanging on against all reason that it wasn't in Yellowstone, but it was. Children. Davio, it all makes sense, buddy. What doesn't make sense is you don't understand why your solution was wrong. That's what doesn't make sense. And I get it. I have the same thought. You know, I have the same thought, bud. But the fact that it's in Yellowstone, everything that's been going on does make sense. I mean, you find it hard to believe that Fenn would want to call Yellowstone and tell them they found it? Why not? What does he care? They're not going to do anything to him. He's been sending people out there for 10 years. They never did anything. Fenn is the perfect definition of someone that would be prosecuted under that act. And they did nothing. You want me to believe they're going to do something to Stoof just for releasing the solution? Get the hell out of here. What's best for the family and the park? What do you mean? That the Yellowstone's the best for the family? I'm sorry, Davi, I don't follow what you mean there. Chill, I don't think Toby's helping the park out, but I hear you. I hear you. I mean, as great as it would be for me to believe Toby was involved in some conspiracy, I don't believe that. I'm still waiting for to confirm our bet on Thor. See if he's got the stones to do it. Oh yeah, it is a great place for people to go. Yeah, for sure. It's fantastic. It's gorgeous. Lots of attractions for the families. You know, I mean, all you gotta do is contend with the Grizzlies. I mean, that's it. But you know, it's anywhere in Wyoming, up there in Montana, and the Rockies. So, but again, you guys, Fenn is, you know, he was a fighter pilot in Vietnam. This stuff is not to him. What's considered safe is way different than what I would consider safe, for sure. Yellowstone's is a great place. Oh, and Davio, again, I'm sorry. I brought this up last time we chatted. You asked me the biggest reasons. One huge one is the same reason that should have sent you to the park. The video. My heart is in Yellowstone. He says he went there multiple times a year from New Mexico. Come on, dude. How about Condor too? I mean, I believe. Yeah, of course, Susie. Yeah. Davio, I fully believe Condor is Jack. There's no doubt in my mind. I'm very confident about that, just by the writing and everything that was said. I was thinking ways Jamie could question Jack and get around if he loses the motion to intervene. You know, because if he asks it 9 Mile Hole, like he should be able to say anywhere he didn't find it, right? So, for instance, if the whole point of the government's intervention is to prevent damage for people going to where he found it, there should be no problem for him denying where it wasn't found. So, for instance, let's say he did find it at 9 Mile Hole. Did you find it in Lamar Valley, Mr. Stoof? The only if he found it there would the government have a reason to object to his answer. So you could whittle it down by saying, did you find it by the northeast entrance? Did you find it in Lamar Valley? Did you find it, I don't know, by the Grand Canyon of the Yellowstone? Those will all be no's. And the second the government objects, then that's our answer. Seems simplistic, but it's something that may work depending on what kind of relief the court actually gives them. He went to the park all summer, 3 months long. No, Davio, I mean, since after he got out of the military, he was going every summer, every year, multiple times. I know the summers. I'm saying after the military, when he was an adult, he was still going several times a year up to the park. And he always went to the park every time he was up there, he said. If I recall the interview correctly, I haven't seen it in quite some time. They don't want us there, that's for sure. They're working really hard to keep us out. Anybody else comment on Toby? I mean, my personal opinion is I don't think the government has any business intervening in the case. I like the arguments Harry made. I agree with most of them, not all of them. But they have no interest in this probate case. And it's perhaps it could be, depending on how it goes, it's a lack of due process for not allowing Harry to prosecute his case fully. Because if his whole case is premised on the idea that the chest was being moved, well, then finding out where it was found is absolutely necessary for him to prosecute his case. Summers as a child was the best of people in the 50 years. Carrie, I'm not sure who you're asking. If you mean Toby, yes, Toby made a new video. They streamed yesterday. I just found out this afternoon, and so I'm just reacting to it here on the stream. But he made a video. How did Yellowstone learn about the case to begin with? I think that is odd. Well, right, look, this probate has been open since when? September 2020. So they've waited. Now the question is, when did McCracken come in? I'm not really sure. I'd have to go back and look. But regardless, they've waited a long time to come in, which is part of his argument that they've waived the right to object. But maybe they have someone who's been following it. Maybe Stoof tipped them off. Maybe Summer asked them, told them, hey, look, this is going on. You guys got to intervene here to try to shut Jack up so, he doesn't give away where it was. And I may get some shit for this, but you know what? Oh, never mind. They need to just give out the solution. You know what? For Forrest to keep that to himself, to not want the solution out, it's not his park. I hate to say it. What does it say on the entrance of the north entrance? For the benefit and enjoyment of the people, or something like that, or the other way around, but it's for the people. It's not for the benefit and enjoyment of Fenn, Shiloh, Jack, right? Oh, Larry, man. I won't call your name, Larry. I like you. But I got to ask you, how come, why is it you don't believe Yellowstone with all the information we've been getting in the last week? Let me ask you that. Let's just have a little talk. I promise I won't call you a name. I'll just call everyone else a name. Summer has a point saying, yeah, no, No, I think Harry's got a point saying the government's too late. I like Harry's point. No, his name is Jamie. Yeah, I call him Harry because he runs Chase Chat, and he's Harry's Chase forum. I'm sorry, not Chase Chat. Jesus, again, he runs Harry's Chase forum, so that's why I call him Harry. But his name is Jamie. Yes, correct. And I was talking to someone about how they feel bad for the family and all this, and I'm like, I'm kind of done feeling bad for them. If they want it over, just release a solution. That's all they got to do, and be all over with for the benefit and enjoyment. Yeah, there you go. Thank you. Right? It's not for the benefit and enjoyment only for those that know the solution to Ford's Fenn's poem. And it's not for the benefit and enjoyment of the people unless we think that some way in the future, something you say may trigger someone to go out there and destroy the park. It's not up there either. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm not going to say that. That's really going to sound bad. Never mind. Bottom line is they got to release that solution. No doubt. I hope Jamie ends up getting a lawyer for the hearing. Maybe in 2019, Connor 2 started is when the child of the lawyer was hired. Little Jackie retrieves the box and meets her. The child of the lawyer was hired. I'm not sure I know who the child of the lawyer is. An easement shared property rights may be important. Yeah, I mean, he did mention that. He did mention that. And when was that? The Playboy interview, I think. Oh, hey, Cooley, welcome. I've been on for a little bit talking about giving my reactions to Toby's video. I didn't know I didn't know that he made they streamed last night until I got up, or not even that, until this afternoon. So I watched it and then I decided to jump on here and chat about it. No movie, never. No movie. Dobby, I mean, if it was Jack's goal to make the least amount of money as possible from the chest, mission accomplished, because this has been handled so terribly. Someday they will make that movie. Maybe. That'd be cool if there was. I would love to see a movie. Juli, I gave like 3, 4, 5 points to why Toby is incredibly incorrect in his analysis. Oh, you didn't see it yet? Yeah, well then I'm whatever, I won't talk. Well, I already talked about it, so if you want me to give you some points, I will. If you'd rather just wait till you see it, I'll wait unless someone else asks. But yeah, the movie'd be great. Who is Jack? Whose kid is he? I don't know, Davio. I don't know those answers. I mean, we don't know anything much about Jack, but that doesn't mean a whole lot. Search Daddy. Give you the goods. Well, look, I don't know if you saw the yeah, right, exactly. It was the Playboy interview. Okay. Yeah. And in that interview, he also said someone's going to find that chest. They'll find the chest if they won't find the chest if not. He said that too, which always stuck with me. All right, Hooli. So basically, Toby had made several points why he thinks it's not in Yellowstone, and the points are just terrible, really, in my opinion. Um, One is the fact that the chief ranger didn't arrest Jack and Forrest. That was one of them. Another one was the way they described the land she manages, that they never used the term geothermal features, or they never used the word Yellowstone. I mean, what kind of stupid argument is that? Why would they do that if they're trying to hide the place it was found? So that argument's complete bunk. Um, then he tried to get into something like the land that was managed and it's in BLM. I mean, it's just the point. I know there's another point now I forgot because now I'm removed like an hour from when I saw it. But they're all, they're all bad points, really. Um, and he's talking like Toby, like he knows all the answers, and he's wrong on all of it. And the big thing he forgets to mention, because he's saying any land that the Department of Interior manages. Well, he forgets to mention that Summer put in the pleading that it has to do with the SERPA, which that applies only to national parks, national monuments, not national forest or BLM. So that right there is for sure that he's wrong. Uh, yeah, so those are the three highlighted points that he's clearly wrong about. You can't get around the SERPA being in the pleading. You can't get around that. And that doesn't apply to BLM or national forest, or where the hell else is it? Certainly not on private land. So, it's just a frustrating thing to watch for me. I just want my $1,000 from Toby. That's all. Be very happy when that happens. And from Dave Woodard. And from CRM on Thor. I got $3,000 out there. Although the CRM bet's going to be for charity. So that's fine. Sorry, guys. I think I got a stuffed nose. Will you correct me? But you said you split cake on that lonely peninsula. So what else? K silent film 1920. I recognize your your avatar or whatever, your PFP. Weren't you someone else before? Different name. So Angelina, Evelina, or is that just a used PFP that people use? I don't know. Larry, where do you think it was, bud? Why not on private land? Well, that one's easy. You know why? Because you don't have to spend thousands on a lawyer to find out what happens when it's on private land. It belongs to the owner. No, not private land. Second, he said you don't have to break anything to find the chest. You'd have to break the law to find it on private land. And it's certainly not on tribal land either. Larry, are you in a different state, or are you just Wyoming, not Yellowstone? All right, shy guy. I can't help it. You're too thick headed to understand the stuff. It's all right. Congratulations on your son. Clearly, he gets his intelligence from the mom. From his college days, fuck ups. What lawyer got him out of that shit? What college? What screw ups did he have? You got some dirt on Jack Daffia? Private land still has easements and riparian ways. They do have waterway rights if it's navigable. But then it's not private land, fully. It's in the water. And he said it's not underwater. But I mean, we saw the picture though. We saw that it's on dirt, right? No, not illegal shit, W. I mean, I know about the Sarah Palin thing he did, and I know he tried to, get free. What he ordered some free food or something. Is that what you're talking about? I vaguely remember the details of that story. I mean, I don't think, again, I think we saw the picture, so I don't think it wasn't right near water. See, Shy Guy, I don't ban. You would have been banned on anybody's channel except for mine for that comment. Yes, Bobby Hooley has excellent vocabulary. That's true. That's very true. Riparian ways include land above the high water mark. I want to say, well, I just said it to Shy Guy, but in case you guys didn't know, his son graduated. I think it was Bowling Green University. So congratulations to him. That's excellent. And apparently, which I didn't even know, Shelly's husband had cancer and is now clean. So congratulations to Kevin. That's excellent. That was nice to hear. The location looked very dry. I thought Forrest said the chest would be wet. Well, that's weird. Yeah, Bobby, he said that, didn't he? I mean, Forrest, he just didn't know. He just didn't know. I got you, Larry. That's all right, bud. I'm no hard feelings. You don't have to tell me anything. That's cool. I hardly recognize Hooli when she's not blue. I did, Susie. I did watch long enough Friday night to see your painting. I don't think anything's ever going to touch Barb though, or whatever she was called. Betty, was it Betty? That one was so funny. Right, and I don't ban you because I don't particularly care what you got to say, so it works both ways. Thoughts about movie? I just listened to Preston say he sold the rights way back when. Yeah, I mean, yeah, he had sold them to some friend in Hollywood. He said, right? That I mean, I thought I remember hearing that. Bill hasn't been back. I posted something on his site yesterday twice, and he just ignored it. I know he saw it. It was just a question. He didn't answer me. Yeah, that was funny. But Bill hasn't been back. Neither has Mr. Thompson, the next intervener. I haven't seen him in a while. You know, say what you will about Greg. I just, he kind of, he's in the Dave category for me, right? Like Dave makes me laugh. Greg kind of makes me laugh. There's different. The conspiracy group can be divided into two sides for me: the ones I can handle and the ones I can't. Calling Ben with a crazy voice, talking about her walker in the Bill is waiting for the estate to close so the family can announce him as the winner. Yeah, I know, Susie. I know. Believe me, we all know that. The thing is, I think that's what I posted. Bill, I said, did you see? I told him, did you see that Carl Summer filed a pleading stating that the chest was gifted to Jack? I think I posted that in his chat twice yesterday, and he totally ignored it. Unless I'm banned. I don't know. Maybe I was banned. I don't know. I'm not banned because someone said hello, so I wasn't banned. But Bill, Barbara too. At least I don't think Dave is expecting to get the chest. I don't think Greg's expecting to get the chest. Shit, even Shy Guy. I don't think he's expecting to ever get the chest. I think we only have two in that group, and that's Bill and Barbara. I mean, they're both single. Maybe, Uli, you want to hook something up there? A wrench puts together a nut and a bolt. There you go. Was that a bad joke? Not. Not. Barb is waiting and waiting. She's going to keep waiting till the cows come home. We're going to see less and less of her, I predict. She's got, she posts, am I the only one? I think maybe I brought this up a while back. Am I the only one that gets bothered by all the reminders that she posts? I mean, if you're going to make a video, make a video. Don't clog up the feed with all these reminders with little notes that are supposed, I guess, for the benefit of people that are saying stuff to her. I don't know. Who leads the hookup, right, Larry? They both have you banned too? Yeah. A lot of us are banned on those channels. I'm definitely banned on Barbara's and on AGK. Hey, Happy Jack, what's up? Critical Mass. That's Dave's whatever antagonist. Dave put a video out a couple days ago, right? Like on Thursday or Friday. Why would he say that, having hid it in Yellowstone and saying the location would jeopardize both himself and the finder? Oh, wait, hold on, Bobby, I miss Susie's. It's going to take a minute for dreams to die and realities to set in for all. Yeah, agreed, Susie, for sure. That takes a while. Why would he say that, having hid it in Yellowstone and knowing? You mean, why would he have told the park ranger? It's a mourning process. Denial is a step. Oh yeah, the denial step takes a while. Turn off your alert. Slides BP meds down the bar, Chase. Man, Wow, God, I wish we get. I hope the government gets denied Wednesday. What are the chances? Probably very slim to none. Oh, imagine how great it would be. It would definitely be over soon if they got denied. We'd have all the answers in like 2 weeks. Could you imagine having all the answers finally? And then we could talk about it, and you know, Shy Guy and Dave can all go talk about how it's all a conspiracy. The rest of us can accept it and move on after a couple weeks. And by, July 1st, we'll be done. Over. Calazars would throw a party because he doesn't have to talk about it anymore. You know he hates it. You can see it in his eyes. He hates it. If it was up to him, he'd be doing Beacon Star Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday also. What else, guys? What you got? I noticed Candy selling shot glasses. Speaking about shot of BP meds. That's right, exactly. Exactly. At Burning Man, Critical Tits is on Thursday. I do not know that band. I'm gonna miss a cow daddy. He's over it, man. I'm telling you. He's been over it for quite a while. I don't know anything about Xavier Marks. Nothing. I've only heard the name like on Ashley's. She does something on that, right? I couldn't tell you a thing about Xavier Marks. What's the prize? Oh, Davio, but Jack knows, man. Hey, I held out that hope too for a while, that somehow Jack was. I never really believed it. I've never been on the conspiracy side, but I hoped, I secretly hoped, Jack's not the guy. But he is. He has been over the chase for a while now. Good guy Mike is. Yeah, Mike's all right. He's all right. I mean, I guess I don't know. I've never met a single person in the chase in person. Not a single human. So what do I know if he's? I mean, yeah, he seems like a good guy. And then Cynthia came out. Who saw these two videos she came out with? What's the some trailer? And then she found some log. I mean, the log was an okay candidate. Kind of looked like it, but it wasn't the log. There's gonna be a million logs that look kind of like it. Allow our community to stay connected a bit. Yeah, I mean they're all gonna look alike. Those logs. Oh Jesus! I mean, in her defense, it's better than looking for a damn twig, right? At least you got a real log you can look for. Oh yeah, awesome. Let me know, Mr. Fadi. Hello. How are you, sir? Glad to see you. Been a while. You think I could? Yeah, I agree. He's over. I don't know if Mike has any answers. Mike probably doesn't even want to know any answers. I mean, look, I'm not. I'm not saying there's anything wrong. It's just that dynamic that K Pro and Mike have. That I mean, Mike never knows what the hell's going on in the chase. I mean, she doesn't tell him shit. It's very odd. They do the show together, and she doesn't tell him anything. I find that very different. I don't know. Again, I'm not saying it in a bad way. It's just funny to me. Adam, did you see Toby's and Shelly's stream yesterday? And if so, what'd you think of it? Oh man, I'm getting tired. I gotta see about picking up my kids in about the next hour or so. Yeah, see, I usually do this on Sundays because my kids are gone every other Sunday. Cut out for her. I bet the NPS chopped the shit out of that log. Yeah, right. Could you imagine? I'm not having a thought of that. Oh my god. Could you imagine when is it get this log out of here? Maybe that's why Jack's saying there's no way anyone can could find it because you know because maybe they destroyed it or rearranged stuff. I agree with Chase. Mike would have moved on months ago. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Capro does know some stuff. I mean, maybe Holy. I mean, I've flip flopped. Yeah, I've thought that too. But then I don't know. You heard about it, Adam? I mean, as in typical Toby fashion, speaking like he's coming down the mountain with the tablets. All right, I don't believe he truly believes it wasn't the else. Adam, it's possible because his channel does so poorly. I mean, he's got to get some viewership going. So, I mean, they average like 19 views, I think, on their videos. Whatever the numbers, it's very small. Yeah, Holly, that would be so awesome if they did. That would make me this. I don't know. That's like some kind of little satisfaction in me if that would have happened. Mike definitely doesn't care. That's for sure. Whether he knows or not, I don't know, but he definitely doesn't care. Right, right, Gary. The fishing regulations is War Motors fault. So, boom, Adam. I think you're. I guess so, Adam. Yeah, right. Well, I got mad when Toby's done it a couple times where he's tagged Forrest Fenn in his videos, and it shows up in the search under Forrest Fenn. Because I'm sure all of us do it. And a couple of times I put my Forrest Fenn search release, and there comes an AGK video. I'm like, there's no Forrest Fenn stuff on here, and he tags it just so the searchers will see it in the feed. Come on, that's pretty bush league, if you ask me. You're going to Ibiza, Adam? Damn. Joe John, I wouldn't pay anything for the log, not a dime. They'd have to pay me to take the log. I think the only person that would buy that log is Cynthia. Maybe. I'm not sure if I did or not. I don't know. Toby seems to be reinventing himself for the post-chase community and to create buzz. Maybe, Adam. I don't know, but I don't know how. I think you go back a while, but Toby's always been a Yellowstone denier. I mean, always. I mean, steadfastly so. Put out videos why it's not in Yellowstone. So it may be for viewership, but I think it's just stubbornness because he just seems like that kind of guy. Oh, is he filming with Jens? Oh gosh. I mean, Jens is gonna have a fucking documentary that lasts like 3 weeks. How long has this guy been filming this documentary? and I gotta tell you, the stuff I've seen that's been out has been great. He makes great stuff. It's just been a long time that he's been working on it. I hope he puts something out soon, better than that crap the New Yorker had. I'm sure it will be better than that. Yeah, it was everything he said was wrong. That's correct. Hey Ken, welcome. Toby's using message and methods, I think it's called, or the other way around. Tell like a well, Susie, he must have a couple seasons worth of episodes with all the footage he's filmed. I don't know, Adam. I think you're giving him too much credit, but I got an axe to grind with him, so I'm probably biased. Yeah, what do you mean, Dobby, about Jens changing his story? He wants to do a flick that tells a searcher story, like just one searcher, or like several. He could do one of those where he does a story on like three or four that end up meeting or something. Mike lied to you, Larry? Mike Cowling? Oh yeah, no, yeah. I think if there's someone that hates this stuff more than Cal, it's Shelly. She really hates doing it. I think. No, the whole video is like 2 hours, but they only talk about the Fenn stuff during the first hour and 30 minutes or so. But the last 10 minutes of that part is nothing. You can watch the part where it's just about analysis. He has them time stamped, so it's easy to skip over stuff. He's always working out the stories he wants, the love for it. Yeah. No, I was just joking. I mean, I like Jens' stuff that he's put out. Seems like he's pretty talented, but I mean, I'm not an expert on documentaries. I think his filming, like his footage that he had, was gorgeous. he quit. They quit the chase, Dillard. They quit and then came back. Yeah, maybe Adam. I don't know. But at one point, when they were like talking about how they're never going to find the chest, she was like crying on in the video because she didn't think she'd ever have a chance of finding the chest. Because that's when Toby came up with the great idea. I'm just going to find a where warm waters halt and just go looking. Shelley was the one that got Toby into the hunt. I can't remember. Yeah, I mean, I don't doubt it. I don't know. I mean, look, they were rocking for a while. They had show 3 or 4 times a week. Then towards the end, Toby was doing his Church of the Search for a couple hours on Fridays and Saturdays sometimes. They had the Wednesday show, and then Sean had his after party back in like 2018. Man, it was rocking. It was a fun time to be in the chase. She definitely is now, Adam. Yeah, I don't know. What, Larry? You got some beef? Not beef, but info. Yeah, Adam. That line is kind of long, or in the chase. Forrest was at the front of the line, and I was right behind him. Yeah, because Forrest is a promoter. He knows all the searchers watch Toby, so let him film the video. And Toby wasn't going to take any moral stance because he wanted the viewership. It's very incestuous. It was yesterday, his own channel. We did a stream. Message. It's methods, messages, and methods, or it's methods and messages. I forget which way. I think it's messages and methods, but I don't know. If you just type AGK Fenn, it'll take you right to it. One of their old videos and their new names on there. So, what is the story? No, Barb's definitely not the story. I don't think Jens will do. I mean, what do I know? But I don't think he would do a story just to make people look crazy. He might include some of the crazy in the story, but I think he would give it a fair representation. I feel. I mean, the New Yorker made Cynthia and Justin look like kooks, but I mean, then again, what they're doing is kind of nutty. Yeah, the chase was very different. Are you sure about that, Bobby? I don't know if we can. Have you been around the last year? I don't think Fenn treated Toby bad. Toby was talking shit about the poem and you know saying it was over engineered and all this stuff, and that Fenn thought of everything. And like Toby wasn't very glowing of Fenn on some of those videos. Yes, Ken, exactly. Toby was the Force's full color on YouTube. I mean, that's why I got banned. Okay, this is the God's honest truth. Well, no, I can't tell that actually. Never mind. Anyways, I got banned. So move on. Toby had his moments of drama. Yeah, they left. And then what did he say? The reason they left, and I'm going to remind everyone of this, is because they weren't getting the ROI that he wanted, the return on investment, that it wasn't worth it. So it was all about trying to make money for Toby. You know, that's the reason he said he left back in September of 2018, I think. Carrie, look, AGK has their place, no doubt. I dislike the guy, but they have their place. They had thousands of viewers. They had, you know, they made brought all the info out, got people excited about it and talking about it. I mean, I watch those shows every Wednesday night, every Friday and Saturday. I watch the afternoon ones on my lunch break, just like everyone else. Davio, I did the same thing to my son. I swear to God. Soda Butte Creek, it was raging. Like it was 3 feet high and raging. I go, you go across, I tried to go and I couldn't do it. So I tied a rope to him and there he goes. It took a while, but he made it across. It was sketchy though, real sketchy. The rope ended up getting caught on a tree limb and it was a mess, but luckily nothing happened. Stupid mistake. Stupid idea. Yeah, holy, yeah, that's no. He tried to rip you off, Davio? Like try to charge you $50 to talk with him for 30 minutes? I mean, seriously. What what is this? The guy who knew the least in the chase was charging $50 an hour or half an hour, I think it was, to talk to him. Oh God. Oh, I forgot all about that. And I don't care making money. It's just the way it was just so ridiculous. He, the problem was he took himself way too seriously. Way too seriously. No, Brad, I cannot. Other than his name, Shelley's name, and Forrest's name, those three things he got right. Oh, Hooli, it's the truth. We went first time up to Yellowstone, went up by Sotobu Creek, and it was like the first week of June, and it was ridiculous. It looked like the Nantahala, you know. It was just crazy. I mean, I'm not a rapids expert, but it was at least four class 4 rapids type, you know, crazy water. Man, I wish I'd videoed with that day. It was a scene, man. Like it was starting to get cloudy. And I started hearing shit in the bushes. My back's to the woods, and I'm freaking out about the bears. And it was a whole disaster. Oh, it was so funny. Oh yeah, yeah. Toby and Sean went ballistic on Toby. That was like the very beginning of drama that was on YouTube, anyways, of YouTube drama, I think. Yep. He marked all videos to private. Yeah, I know. He shut the whole channel down, Susie. Yeah, Sean had the after hours party. He'll come on right after Toby's show, Wednesday nights. And then for a while he did the weekend update where he'd go through all the YouTuber stuff during the week. And man, we've lost a lot of YouTubers. There were a lot of ones I liked that I used to watch. Remember Man in the Barn? I remember he did a rant. It was so great. We had Man Alone. He did a lot of videos. He's gone. Who else did a lot of videos? They had Rodney Greenway. Remember him? We haven't heard from him in quite a while. Obviously, Sasha and Jason. We had the adventurer, that guy. That guy, a great description. But anyways, we have I don't know. I'm forgetting some, I'm sure. But yeah, Man Alone. He uh he was a trip. He like broke out of not his shell, but he like joined the community because he was kind of man alone. Not to be funny, but he was on his own island deal. He didn't mingle with other people. And then he came on Toby's show and said how he thought the solution was all about the Bible, I think, and stuff like that. I like Sasha. I agreed with a lot of her interpretations of the scrapbooks. I liked those. And I loved her psychology on the chase video. She was dead on about that. And she, unfortunately, even she fell victim to it for a little while. Yeah, I mean, I think, in 2019, it was no secret. Many people, including myself, thought someone was very close. By the way, the tone of the scrapbooks and the interpretations, at least the ones I was making from them. And a lot of people were thinking there was a lead searcher and someone's real close. And when Forrest said we have surprises, that was one of the surprises coming, that someone was going to find the chest. So I was surprised someone found it when they did because of the COVID thing. But I fully expected it to be found in 2020. He did, Susie? I don't remember Sean going after you at all. I'm not saying, I just don't remember that. Huh. I didn't know that. Yeah, Mike's coffee. Well, what's the Forrest Fenn said? What vlogs? Those are good. With huge alligators. One ate a dog. One started to walk upright towards the house. Steve. Oh, hey, buddy. I would love. I don't know how long you've been listening, or if you just got here. I'd love to shoot down every single one of Toby's points. I did hate that when he did it. Yeah. See, why don't I remember that? Damn. I guess because it wasn't about me. But yeah, Sean made it. He had different ideas too. He would do one time he did that little 4-minute videos where you tell me one thing, like, is it what where warm waters hole or where, right? You remember that? You just got here. Okay, so you saw Toby's video, obviously. I disagree with every single point he every single point he made up. Or he made. I disagree with every one of them. Really, Adam? Man, don't come down here to Florida. I dreamt I was eyeballing the chest and someone walked right in front of me and swiped it from the spot. That was one of my chess dreams. Oh, yeah, Dillard, that's right. That song he played it every single time, the one he wrote. That's right. I forgot all about that. I got to see if I'm picking up my kids or if they're going to get dropped off. Man, I hope they get dropped off. I don't want to have to go get them. Let's see here. Hold on, guys. I'll be right back. Oh, sorry, guys. All right. I was trying to. At this point, I am going to have to go pick them up. Ugh. Hold on. Am I back on here? Do you guys hear me? Yeah, Davia, I'm in Florida, man. 23 Monarcha. Monarcha. That Monarcha spoke like in freaking, you needed a decoder ring to know what Monarcha was saying. I remember, I remember that whatever user. Hey, Greg, what's up, man? Good to have you. I saw you ask him to email you. Greg, when are you going? You going live tonight? Greg hasn't been live in a while. Yeah, man, all good here. Curious to see what they do about your motion. Oh, you are going live. Nice. Who goes on Zoom drinking? Me never. Actually, I don't because I'm doing it on Sundays when my kids are coming home, so I don't drink on when I'm live. I drink when I'm watching other people Zoom. Greg, you were in the office. He was in the office. You deserve your 9 clues, man. I want my freaking 9 clues too. Although I don't believe it was in New Mexico like you do. I believe what we're being told, but nonetheless, I still would like to know the answers. Which woman? K Pro or Cynthia, Larry? Lawyer Greg. Yeah, man. Yep. Speaking of lawyers, I was mentioning how well, I guess you don't agree because you think it was in New Mexico, so never mind. As you've seen, I didn't attack Fenn family. No, not at all. Not at all. I went against the government. If you all, yeah, I read it. We all saw it. I shouldn't say we all. I'm not speaking for everybody, but I mean it's out there. We saw it. I think it's on Thor. Yeah, there's nothing bad in there. I didn't think. Yeah, Steve. So Steve, I'm sorry I forgot all about Toby's my his reasons for why he thought that it's not in Yellowstone are just bunk. You know, he talks about why the ranger didn't arrest him. That's not a reason. She just did it for whatever reason. Who cares, right? And then he tries to say that uh, because she did describe the place using the word Yellowstone and she didn't use geothermal features, that shows it was in Yellowstone. And of course she did it because then you would know it's in Yellowstone and everybody will go, which is the whole reason they're intervening in the first place, right? Was just speaking how I feel of my opinion. Yeah, I mean, hey, man, you know, I'm not going to get into the debate of whether you should file it or not. But yeah, like I said, I didn't see anything that was offensive in the motion. It's like your psycho clown makeup during the legal and playing your Imagine Dragons in the background. That would be classic. I'll pay 50 for that, Carrie. I'll pay 100 for that. You'll never get a word out. I'm really curious as to, I mean, the judge on Wednesday, that's a big deal. I mean, in some ways, the whole future of the chase rests on Wednesday. Not to be over dramatic, but it's true. All right, everyone, what we talking about? Adams double outie. I don't remember that discussion. I don't know if that was left up for the public or if I just don't remember. No chance. Nope. Sorry, Bob. Bone flute was an epic. Yes, bone flute. That's right. Am I crazy or wasn't something recently released that there's an auction sometime soon? Right? Isn't there an auction? Yes, Davia, the chase is over, my friend. Now it's the Inquisition, the investigation. Stay out of the bush, dude. You don't know what you're doing out there. Is it 4:20? Oh, it's 7:20. I'm on Eastern time. Ben's going in 1:45 hours. Oh, I'll be off by then. I can't compete with that. I have no problems with Cynthia. She was very nice. I have many problems with Cynthia. Not many, just one general one that she is all acts all high and mighty now because she's in the know and says how she would never deprive searchers of anything, yet she's doing it daily. Other than that, she's peachy. Six p.m. Pacific. I should be have little my girl to bed. The little one down. My older one, I don't. He's hands off. He's 14. I have complete respect for Cynthia. No, sorry. You know, I got a theory. I can't even put this out there. No way. I mean, it's bad. I might get sued. I shouldn't have said anything. All right, I'm not gonna say anything. It's 4:20 where it matters. So Yosemite, yeah, I know you love Yosemite. Auction of Fenns, yeah, yeah. Wasn't that coming up or something? I guess it's still a ways off. I heard like once about it and haven't heard anything else since. Not that it matters. I mean, I'm not gonna buy anything. No, Steve, I can't do. It's not information. It's just simply an opinion based on nothing. So it's not like I'm holding anything back. Trust me, I don't hold things back. I'm the joker they never knew I was coming. It was surprising when I saw you filed that motion. I will say I didn't expect that. There's always a twist in the chase. What will be the next one? Street hasn't been. Has he been putting out videos lately? I haven't seen Street in a while. Where's Street these days, Greg? I will. I will. Now, Street is he's an interesting character. That Street. He borders on reasonable and conspiracy. He plays both sides, but he's all right with me. I don't have a problem with Street. He dances on that conspiracy line, but he definitely has more non-traditional views on the chase than I do. That's for sure. But he's all right. I like him. I really dislike a lot of people. Not just in the chase, pretty much in general. But there are a lot of chase people that are just too much for me to handle, man. I cannot do it. I mean, every time Shy Guy comes on here, we go at it. But it's like talk, and he feels the same way. It's like talking to a brick wall, I'm sure. He's never going to change my mind, that's for sure. And I know I'm not going to change his. So it's really futile to try to discuss anything with each other. But whatever, comes on here, we'll chat. I don't care. He can call me a jack. What'd he say? Got my nose up Jack's ass. Is that what he said? That's all right. I heard he was being investigated. Who, Jack or Frank? You have another feeling? Heavier than brass balls? All right, too many combos going on. I can't follow. I don't know who's talking to who. I hope you hope treasure seekers get slapped with court costs. Who was that? Seeker. Wait, was this thing? Seeker 9, welcome. Yeah, I already read it. Too late. Why do you think Greg should be slapped with court costs? Seeker 9, yeah. Toby says it wasn't in the park. Well, he's wrong. Every argument he made is basically wrong. I am selective. I am. If you're, I'm an asshole. If you're an asshole, I select you. If you're a jerk, I used to not be this way. The chase has changed me. I've got some good things out of the chase, and I got some bad things. Although this could be a good thing, really. Helps me, cut out the shit. Yeah, Brad. Well, I'm not gonna call him an idiot. That's fine. You know, I think he's way out there and is just ignorant, stubborn. He's a fringe guy, right? Like I said too when he was here, he's a fringe person. Seeker 9, why do you think Greg should be slapped with court costs? I'd like to discuss that, or like to get your opinion. And Seeker 9, I can assure you, Toby is incorrect. And Seeker 9, Toby's had that opinion the whole chase. That's nothing new that he didn't think it was in Yellowstone. He's never thought it was in Yellowstone. So he's just arguing confirmation bias instead of logic, which even Shy Guy acknowledges that my arguments are based on logic. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate the compliment. Slides more defeat. Yeah. Yeah, thank you. One of Toby's reasons it wasn't the park because the Rangers didn't go out to location. Yeah, Carrie, what a ridiculous. Right. First of all, if you read the affidavit, it says the next week. So what if they had to Zoom on Friday afternoon and then she went out there Monday or Tuesday? Big deal. And even if it was 10 days, Monday to the next Friday, doesn't matter. So what? There's no reason to go out there. Really? She'll go out there. I'll take a look when I get out there, see what's going on. And she did. Zoe's asking for court costs from McCracken. Yeah, sure. Doesn't Jamie live in England or something? Didn't someone say he's British, English? Adam Foddy, if you're still in here, I apologize if I use those terms incorrectly, because to be quite honest, I'm not exactly sure if any of them are wrong. I mean, I know English is right because if you're in England, and British, I think, refers to England, Scotland, and Ireland, and then the UK is all of it. So I have no, something like that. Stroke out takes a lot more than that. Oh, they probably will never touch your beacon star. Yeah, I can't get into that beacon star, man. Every time I see Thursday, I just tune out. I cannot watch that. I couldn't care less. And isn't that like all ciphers and crap? I mean, I do not like ciphers. And Mike is so into the beacon star. Just, man, people are so different, so funny. That's a whole totally lame. Carrie, another reason Toby had was the fact that when she described Yellowstone or she described the area, she didn't use the term geothermal or mention the word Yellowstone. That was part of his argument. But she doesn't even understand the argument apparently, because she would never do that because they're trying to keep people from going to Yellowstone. So his argument's ridiculous. Wales, yeah, Wales, isn't that part? That's left of west of England, right? So it's like England on the west side is Wales and on the north is Scotland. And then across the waters, Ireland and Northern Ireland, right? Pretty sure I'm right about this. Oh, Street did just post a video. But then British, I think, is all of it, because aren't they all the British Isles? I think Adam must have checked out. He was getting ready to go to sleep. Really, 6 hours ahead, 5 hours. It's 12:30 over there. Hey, just Dave, good to see you. Oh, you chimed in earlier. Sorry about that. Sorry I missed you. You mean I'm correct about the British thing? So is anything in the UK that's not British? So what are UK and British completely synonymous? Or I think British leaves out Northern Ireland and UK. Oh, they are completely synonymous. Okay. Okay. Now, do someone from England prefer to? Are you from England? Just do Southern Ireland. I see. UK includes, okay. Boy, tricky. Now, if someone's from England, do they prefer to be called English or British? I'm sorry, Hooli. I really am sorry. So every 2 week on every other Sunday, apparently. Oh, Hooli, I was wondering today. I wanted to ask you next time I chatted with you here. What do you know what happened to the to Lou and Ronnie? Men are so smart. I looked on their channel. They haven't posted a video in like 10 months. Did they just stop, or did they say goodbye, or anybody out there remember the Men Are So Smart guys? Probably not. That was a small. They only had like 14 people, and Hooli and I were two of them. Sasha, Jason, and then they had like their wives. There weren't a whole lot of people in that. Kind of like mine, not a whole lot of people. I think Davio was over there maybe once or twice, if I recall. But yeah, I wonder what happened to those guys. I stopped watching them about, I don't know. I didn't last much longer than maybe the end of 2020. Corvette Ronnie. All right, Steve, you saw him. You watched. Yeah, Corvette Ronnie and Lou. Oh, you too, just Dave? Well, I know they never had like more than 20 people. Yeah, for sure. Right? Brad used to watch too. Is every single viewer here today that was on Lou and Ronnie's show? I swear they didn't have, but no more than 20 people. It's funny that all these people are here that watched them. They didn't say goodbye. When something like that happens, it kind of makes me, a little worried. I mean, they're doing a show every week, and all of a sudden they just stop doing it, and they don't say we're going to stop, or So hopefully everything was okay with those guys. Who knows? AMP's kids, yes. I do remember that. I loved that. Yes, they shared a place in my heart for disdain for Toby. Yeah, because now it's coming back to me because Toby called him a couple pasty white guys or something like that. Lou and Ronnie had that from the Aussie. I forget the guy's name right now. Oh, I went on. I got into it with him on one of his videos in the comment section, and he stuck around after the fine. But what was that guy's name? He said it was somewhere in Montana, up in like you had to be helicoptered in or something. And he came all the way from Australia 2 or 3 times. What was that guy? Oh man, it's driving me crazy. It's their number one. It's the Men Are So Smart's number one video. It's got thousands of views because they claim it, as a solution. Yeah, pasty white guys, exactly. Yeah, Jason Shaw. I think I remember seeing Sled in there a few times too. He was a regular. Sled and I don't know who else. That's about it, really. Two stories. Yeah, that was good. I like when they do the Johnny Carson bit where they give you something, he's got to figure out what's in the card. I love that bit. That one's my favorite. That one was funny. They did that. They did the who's telling the truth, and then they had their categories right of top five whatevers or top three whatevers. They did like breakfast cereal and songs, and we'd have to vote on who had the best list. Yeah. Yeah, I thought of them because today's Sunday, and usually I don't know for some reason they just popped in my head today. I'm like, what happened to those dudes? And I looked at their videos and noticed they hadn't been on for nearly a year. Yeah, they may have, Steve. I don't know. Yeah, it was a pretty funny show. But yeah, I mean, yeah, tubers come and go. It was that other guy that was pretty good. The young guy. Oh man, I can't remember his name. Montan Treasures Galore, I think was his name. His YouTube name. Something like that. Treasures Galore. A hippie's lips, yeah. Lawyer Greg's going on in 30. He's going head to head with Napple. Both of them playing Imagine Dragons. Yes, fully, yes. Greg Coughlin. Yes, that's him. And then he started posting fraud videos after the find, after it was told said in Wyoming. He eventually gave up. He eventually quit. Stoof may have been planting a ruse with those 9 Mile Hole Reddit breadcrumbs. Seeker 9, I mean, it's possible. I'm not in the 9 Mile Hole group. I don't think there's enough evidence for that yet. Yeah, I think that's what he said. Holy. I'm 100% in Yellowstone. I don't know. I haven't gotten on board with 9 Mile Hole yet. No. And then he said you got to take a horse to the location or something. I don't know. It was some crazy solve. And then I remember the first time I watched those guys because, as is typical with the people that just pick it up and just do a show, everything was wrong. So I ripped into them for having everything wrong. I mean, there was one that was on like a month ago. I don't know if you guys saw that one. Everything they said was wrong, just about. And Sledneck said something like, "That's the worst Forrest Fenn video I've ever seen," or something. I'm like, yeah, it was bad. Treasures galore, right? Octo, yeah, yeah, and he had to change his name, right? Octo Dick. Yeah, what was? Yeah, that's right. And I remember Octo Dick because the last, I think it was his last video. Maybe not. Maybe he came back, but after they revealed the chest was found, the next week he put out a video and destroying his Forrest Fenn room where he has all the shit up on the wall and stuff. It was great. Give me 1 second, folks. I gotta change the laundry. I never changed. All right, sorry guys. What I miss? Always, Bobby. Thank you. Eric Hall. Yeah. You know, it was first of all, it wasn't until like I don't even know how many videos, a lot, that I realized his name was Eric with an A. Did you ever realize that? I don't know. It took a long time. And his videos were okay. I wasn't a huge fan, but I definitely watched them. I was like hot or cold, lukewarm. I remember the first video I ever saw was one of Bill's. Bill was my introduction to the chase, and he was ranting and raving in the video. He was in his car driving. That's all I really remember. And that Vox video, man, I've seen that Vox video probably 100 times. He was hilarious, thoughtful, and hot mess. Yeah. Yeah, he would have. He would have too. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people out there. Steve, I think I want to get back. I had one more reason. Oh, that he's trying to say that the Department of Interior, Toby was trying to say the Department of Interior manages all kinds of lands, which they do. He's not wrong about that. But the problem is, what he's not realizing is that Carl Summer filed a pleading and raised the SERPA regulation which only applies to the national parks, national monuments, national whatever, and not national forest. So that's why he's wrong. He just doesn't get it. So that was the other one. There are three main points there that I disagreed with. Yeah, it's a unique spelling of the name, for sure. All right, tomorrow's garbage day. Man, that period from, oh, hold on. That period from about now until tomorrow at like 10. Total chaos. Every week. Yeah. With the elephant mask. Yeah, he used to wear that all the time. Yeah, Susie, I'm glad you hung out for a while. What else? I don't know. I think I've dug into Toby's analysis enough. Don't need to beat a dead horse there. It sucked us all into its strange, odd glow. Birds aren't real. I mean, I heard about, yeah, at work, I heard about it on the CNBC article. It like popped up on one of those whatever pop-ups. Popped up, and I clicked on it, and immediately it was it. It was it. It was that quick. I mean, I did the rest of the day. I was at my computer at work, just looking at shit, looking at Google, looking at maps, going to the sites like the Fenn clues sites, which was great. I mean, it had that Fenn's clues site was the best site, and I got to. And I remember thinking how that this guy Dale Knight. So I find his site, which was a mess to navigate, and I remember thinking, who's this loser devoted his whole life to this? And of course, I don't think Dale's a loser. But at the moment, I'm like, what is this? Look at these crazy people with all these looking for this crazy old man's treasure. Little did I know, a month later, I'd be out there looking for it, I mean, I took just like a lot of people, I took my trip immediately because I knew exactly where it was. And less than a month from when I heard of it, I was already in Wyoming. I was in Cody. And that was the worst trip. I mean, it was great because it was the first one, but I didn't even get to search. The place I thought, as soon as I pulled up, I knew I was wrong. And it was blocked. The road to get there was blocked. It was a 2-mile walk. And we were just like, no way. This is wrong. And we never even searched that trip. How about that? That's how bad that was. If I step 1 foot to get to the next one. Yeah, right. And then I really knew where it was. And then we went back a month later. Went 5 times in one summer from Florida. It was insane. I mean, totally nuts. Yeah, I know. But what how we all think we're all we're the ones that know. Everyone else is wrong. I'm gonna find it because I figured this out that John Smith over there did not. And that first trip was outside Pahasca Teepee, or was behind Pahasca Teepee on Crow Creek. I thought it was a pretty good solution. Yes, Dillard, the step on your crack is mother's back is a reference to a broken tree, in my opinion. Yes, indeed. Hold on, guys. My Google Maps tracks there. Yeah, that was the solve. We stayed in Cody and went down the Pasca Teepee. I'm a city guy. So I call ahead from the hotel to Pasca Teepee. I said, "You guys have any bear activity?" And they're like, "Oh yeah, a ton of it." I'm like, "Oh shit, great! I'm gonna die today." Oh man, that was a crazy trip. Hooli, if we were a couple, I'd definitely put you in charge of finances. Yeah, so yeah, Bosca Teepee, Crow Creek, and there's like a dry creek there. So I thought that was the no paddle up your creek. It was a pretty nice little fitting. But yeah, and then supposedly K Pro came out with that information that someone that was friends with Forrest said that that's where it was or something. The Forrest told him. Oh, really, Larry? Yeah, we didn't eat there. We stopped in, looked in the store, used the bathroom, got in the car, realized the road was closed. I looked around. I told myself, I'm like, this is not the right spot. Let's go. After sitting in the parking lot for about an hour contemplating if we were going to walk the 2 miles in, he said, no, let's go. And we left. The second time, I didn't fare much better. I got sick as hell, altitude sickness. And now we went up to, we went a lot higher up then because we went to Cook City. That's close to 8,000 feet. So that really messed me up. I felt like I was hungover for 3 days. But then by the third trip out there, I was fine. I'll tell you what, Larry, they have an excellent breakfast place right outside Cook City. Very good. Actually, I think it's in Silvergate. Delicious. All right, guys. Anything else y'all want to talk about? I mean, I'm here. That's why I like Pahonska because of Force Front. Yeah, Steve. Yeah, I remember when K Pro said that. I was like, oh shit, that's where I was at for my first solution. But soon after I mean, that day I realized it was wrong. But then I realized all these other things that were wrong with it. You know, in the coming days, I realized, yeah, that was not correct. Because in my solution, there was a man-made trail right by there. That was another problem. You're waiting. Well, you got to go 9 Mile Hole and look for that emerald ring with Cynthia. Oh, you're going, Dillard? Where's your spot? Or I mean, I don't know. You may not want to tell me your spot, but what state at least are you in? Fall of 2023. Wow, it's a long time. Someone might find the ring by then, or the twig. Uh, Dillard, are you in Yellowstone? Yeah, had an S. Based on absolutely nothing. Michael Jordan make you jump. 23 Chicago Bulls. 23 Chicago Bulls. What is that code for something, Dillard? What am I supposed to know that? Oh, I was thinking 20. I missed your earlier one. Sorry. I was thinking 23 to go out with a bang in July. Okay. Michael Jordan. The GOAT. Any LeBron lovers need not enter this chat, please. I may lambaste you worse than I do Shy Guy if you come in here and tell me LeBron's the best ever. Like I said, based on absolutely nothing. I'm going to stay a long time. What, when you go in fall 2023? Yeah, I mean, the most I ever stayed when I went out there, because I'd always try to fit around work, and I had to have the kids' grandma watch them. So the most I went out there was, I think the first time was 4 days. I flew out like on a Thursday and came back Monday morning or something like that, or Friday morning and came back Monday morning. Larry Bird, nah, he's great. He's great, not the best. He's in my top 10. Definitely in my top 10. My top 10 changes depending on the day you ask me, but Bird is definitely there. That'd be cool. Yeah. I would have liked to have stayed like an extended time, one of those trips. I mean, one trip, I think we flew in Saturday afternoon and flew out Sunday night. Pistol Pete, I think you're just a Celtics fan, Steve. Pistol Pete's not one of the top 10 greatest. He was good, Hall of Fame and all that, but not one of the top 10. Piper was the culprit, thinking he was 23 and could play ball. Ficklelandia. Yeah, I mean, my top 10s, I mean, the 10 itself are pretty consistent. It's just, I may flip flop a couple guys here and there. Oh, Patrick Ewing. Oh, gosh. Yeah, Jordan robbed Patrick Ewing. How about John Starks choking on a big one in that game, huh? Get out of here with your Ewing. Ewing was a great player, though, just playing. I couldn't stand Ewing because I was a Heat fan. So I didn't like the Knicks. Buy only once upon a while. I only bought TTOTC, and it was just until like 5 months ago that I bought too far to walk. I got a first edition, brand new, like basically brand new for $25. It's a hell of a deal on eBay. I snagged it. And then once upon a while, I never bought because they're all on Dale's. So there's no point in buying the book. I mean, that was the way I saw it. John Starks, what a little punk that guy was. Oh, I couldn't stand him as a Heat fan. I mean, I don't think anyone could stand him if only if they were a Knicks fan could they like John Starks. Everyone hated that guy. Got Alonzo Mourning dragging Stan Van Gundy across the court by his something like that went down. Yeah, that was a big dunk. I'll give him that. I'm sure Jordan feels bad about that dunk when he has 6 rings. Starks was awesome. Oh man, you are a true New Yorker. Oh boy. You probably think Joe Namath was actually a good quarterback. I got sappy about Forrest in 2019 one night and ordered 2 and 3 with doodles requested. Thankful I did. That's cool. I mean, a lot of people bought, that's all right. Just wasn't my one. I never bought the other 2 books. I just didn't think they were necessary. But then I eventually bought it because it was just such a deal. I couldn't turn it down. And then Hula, you had posted in a chat room a while back about fly water. So I bought that because it was super cheap or something. It was like $5 and it was like dirt cheap. You were in K Pros and you gave out the link or something. I don't know. You bought people you were talking about, or I don't know, something like that. But anyways, it was really cheap. So I bought fly water, but I still don't have Once Upon a While. Yeah, I didn't get a Forest Doodle. It would have been cool if I had a doodle, but never got one of those. Oh, God knows, Steve. I can't agree with that. He was fantastic. I'm not going to say he's the greatest baseball player ever. That debate, I mean, that's tough. That's a tough one. I don't think Pete Rose, I think you could make the argument. It's tough, though, man. He's got the hit record. Should be in the Hall of Fame. I agree on that. That's a joke. I mean, gee, let me guess. Seeker's going to throw out a Met or a Yankee. Babe Ruth, Mickey Mantle, all viable candidates. What's up, Bobby? What do you want to chat about, bud? Give me a topic. We've gotten off the chase. I'm probably going to get beeped and texted to go pick up my kids soon. I don't know. So when I do, I have to break off abruptly. But maybe they'll still get dropped off. Oh no. Hey, Adam, I thought you were going. All right, bud. Thanks for stopping by. It's good to see you. Chat soon. Barry Bonds was fantastic, no doubt. Daryl Strawberry. Hey, Straw was a great player. Mine is a rather laughed at for being too simple, Bobby, but I will tell you right here, as I've told you and everyone, that this is where we're looking on my picture here is north to Highway 212 and the northeast entrance of Yellowstone. Just by that northeast entrance, about 200 feet from the entrance on the right, is a group of cabins and residences and offices. They're all brown, but they're not just any brown. They're painted the paint color named NPS brown. Hence the capital B. So there you go. I will say it's borderline Montana, Wyoming. Well, in this picture, we'll stick with my solution because this is my channel. It's all about me. All right, just kidding. But right about through, if you were to draw a line through the middle of the picture right here, horizontally, that's give or take about where the state line is, Montana, Wyoming. Bobby, it's a perfect reason why it's capitalized, and it's a perfect reason you don't need specialized knowledge because you don't have to know that the paint is brown because it's just brown. So if you just go based on your own knowledge of brown, you don't need the specialized knowledge. So it fits. Now people say, well, it's only 200 feet from the entrance. So if your entrance is WWH, why is it too far? Not far, but too far to walk. Well, it's too far to walk because if you're following the poem, you have to drive in to put in, right? Because there's a little pull out right there on the road, 200 feet in the entrance on the right. That's where you would put in. You'd park there and get out. I ordered all three books. DS was on the back of my Little League trading card with me on the. Oh, yeah? That's funny. I ordered all three books at the same time, but was held up for a reprinting. So I ordered the first book from eBay. Gifted that. My parents was. So your folks were searchers? I don't think anyone said it had to be. That's just something people have put in on their own, just like, just like anything, really. Like it can't be in Yellowstone because, or, the clues have to be there 10,000 years or 1,000 years. No, they don't. He never said that. But I don't think it has to be personal. The spot it does, right? The spot, the area. I don't think anything leading up to it has to be personal. We'll probably have about 15 minutes of movie clips and songs. Oh, is Greg on? Yeah, he does usually play a lot of stuff early to start. Walks tight wire? What do you mean by that? I didn't catch that when I read it the first time. Yeah, I don't. Yeah. He's had like a 20-minute intro or something. Ben does the same stuff too, though. He'll play some movie or something, not for me. I wait till all that stuff's over to like tune in. The problem with Ben is I would watch more often, but he always goes on when I'm at work. So he'll go on at like noon LA time, which is 3 o'clock here, which I'm still working. So I can never, I always try to go back and catch up and watch some of it, but I mean, guys, you want me to shut down? You can, everyone go watch Greg, or Ashley always has the best intro. Ashley's cool. I got no problem with her. I got you, Larry. Sorry about that, man. Showing crap, Susan. Yeah, that's a bummer. At least you got to go. That's good. Yeah, Bobby. Yeah, the entrance is my where warm waters halt. You park 200 feet right in the pull out. And then you cross the street is no place for the meek because no place for biddies. He's too young to cross the street, right? So no place for biddies, no place for the meek. So he's telling you got to cross the street and no place for the meek. And that takes you into the woods, which is how when Jack told Copper Dan that no place for the meek and in the wood are related, that's how they're related. They're related because in my solution, you cross the street, no place for the meek, and you go into the woods. Because I gotta have a something on. I gotta have his voice on. I can't be having everyone hear me, hear Ben smoke weed every day all through my office. I'd probably get in trouble. Yeah, that's all right. I checked in. I catch it, I get this, I get the gist. I come from the school of Hooli. I saw her one time. She always say how she's watching it at 2 times speed. So I do that now. Watch, like if I'm behind, I watch it like 1 3/4. I'm not bright enough to process at 2 times speed. I'm a little slow. Barb is calling. Would I take her call if she called? Could you imagine? This is Barbara Anderson. I'd like to speak to Mr. Stuck in Chaselandia. Who? Yeah, sure, Bobby. I mean, I'm not trying to infringe on Greg's. I'm happy to cut off. I mean, I'm gonna have to anyways at some point because get my kids. So probably only got another 10 minutes here before I gotta go. So whatever. Either way, yeah, I like being on as well as. I mean, I'll stay on as long as I can if there's conversation going. But I'm not real good off the top of my head coming up with topics and stuff. So I like the interaction. The more the better. And get different discussions going. And we actually talked about sports tonight, which is a first. I think I've never gotten that into sports on here. I get a Chicago number that pops up. I panic every time. Yeah. Cobra Kai. I watched the first season of that, and I never got around going back to watch the second or third or wherever they're at now. I don't even know. But I was a big Karate Kid fan. I love Karate Kid. Who doesn't love that movie? Guess I'm showing my age. It's a very quotable movie. Oh wait, did my ex bring the kids without me having to? Oh no, I could never have expected that. All right. I definitely carried bear spray. Me and my son. We bought 2 cans. I don't fuck around. We were so petrified of the bears. I've told you all this before that we wouldn't even say the word bear out there. We had to call them raccoons. And then we ordered they have this like inert spray that you can use to practice. It's out there, I swear to God. So it's not the first time you've ever done it. So we actually bought that shit and went in the backyard. We went in the backyard and sprayed that shit. I'm like, all right, we're ready. Let's go. Sweep the leg, Johnny. He's going home in a body bag. But I swear to God, that's a true story about that bear spray stuff. So my kid tried out for this baseball team Friday night. Went really well. We're waiting to hear. I hope he makes it, but damn, the practices are like an hour and 15 minutes away. Did I go? I feel, am I having deja vu? I feel like I told you guys this. Maybe not. I'm gonna peek into where the backstrap. Yeah, you're damn right. That's what I used. Could you hear it open? The telescope? Listen carefully. Hear that? that's the telescoping. Is Greg half in the bag as the opening credits roll? Yes or no? I don't know. I'm gonna say no tonight. Right, Hooli? Well, all that, me being an expert with the practice, I still accidentally deployed the spray because I don't use the safety thing on there. Fuck that. I want it off. I want it ready to go. So we're walking back to the car, and it's really rocky where we cross right here, Soda Butte. It's really rocky on the other side, and my boot just kind of twisted my ankle, and I kind of almost fell, and I caught myself, but I guess I just for a hair, for a split second, I pushed the trigger, and it was like just a little nothing, but it was like one flake got in my throat, and it was brutal, just like one little drop, and it was so like worse than any pepper or anything like that I've eaten. It was like, whoo. Anyways, we survived. Well, that was a different one. Yeah, that wasn't the same as the one where I sent my flesh and blood across the raging Soda Butte Creek. That was a different one. That one was nice and peaceful. I think that was our summer trip. Actually, that was July. Oh, we're such pussies. Oh man. I'll drive through the worst neighborhood. I'll go drive through, Liberty City in Miami, no problem. But get me out there with a grizzly bear? No thanks. No thanks. Anything else, I'd have no problem. No other animal. I'm not even cougars. Don't even. I have no worry about cougars. Bears, no. Don't like. Not for me. Thick bears. Bobby. You need a girlfriend, dude. Yeah, I keep going back. I was going back for gold. Oh man. Yeah, see, ticks not even like I didn't even think of ticks. I mean, ticks never even crossed my mind, actually. I mean, it certainly could have been something to deal with. I just never came up, thankfully. We were rooting around all in there, digging, not digging, but sliding our hands through the soil and looking under trees and all kinds of stuff. You only make jokes about cougars? Yeah, I got you. Oh, Bobby, the panel. I can tell you. I can tell you who's on the panel. I don't even have to look. Let me guess. Street, Trusted Living, uh, uh, Luli, Greg's girl, and am I missing anyone? One more? Maybe Ralph. Maybe Ralph's back on tonight. Oh, Shy Guy. Shy Guy's on there tonight, maybe. Yeah, Dillard, I about fell out my chair at work when at 10 in the morning there's something from Ben. Huh? Is he over in England right now? Because it was like 7 o'clock his time. I couldn't believe it. Oh, we got some surprise guests on Treasure Seekers. All right, guys. Look, I'll go ahead and cut it out. Viewership's dropping instantaneously, so we'll cut it out. I appreciate everyone coming on tonight, and have a good one. Always shoot me an email or leave a comment if you got any questions. Oh, Scott Conway. Yeah, I forgot about Scott. Yeah, he's a regular. Yeah, Ralph and Trusted and the Shy Guy are more, they're not every time. Tyler, oh Tyler. All right, he's okay. I thought he disassociated with those guys. Good, I'm glad. All right, yeah, you're welcome, Steve. Thanks everyone. You guys have a great week, and let's everyone, if you whatever you're into, if you pray or you burn candles or you just think really hard, let's hope that motion gets denied by the government. All right, stay good. Bye. You're welcome, Susie. Bye, Dillard. See you guys.